Hey everyone, Ash here with the Better Than Yesterday blog. Whether you've already filed your 2021 income tax return or not, take a look at these tax planning tips. The first place to start is just knowing how much you're actually paying in taxes. The US has a progressive tax system, so people with a higher taxable income are taxed at a higher rate, and people with a lower taxable income are taxed at a lower rate. One thing to keep in mind is that this is based on your taxable income, which is not your gross income. You can find this number on line 15 of the first page of your tax return. And to properly calculate your tax liability, you don't just take your tax bracket rate by your taxable income. Here's a quick example on how it works for a single filer with $100,000 worth of taxable income and a 24% tax bracket. The next tip is to figure your correct withholding. If you're employed by a business and receive a W-2, then you need to make sure that you have the correct withholding on your paycheck. If you get a huge refund on your income taxes, then you will definitely want to decrease that withholding on your W-4. This will prevent you from overpaying in taxes throughout the year and allow you to keep your money throughout the year. Head to the IRS website and use their tax withholding estimator so that you can get a correct W-4. Next, you should know your tax credits and deductions. Tax credits and deductions are awesome because they both reduce your tax bill. Here's examples of credits and deductions that you may be familiar with. Speaking of deductions, the next tip is to know the difference between your standard deduction and itemized deductions, because you have to choose between one of the two. For the standard deduction, you don't have to do any expense tracking. Your tax preparer just takes the deduction based off of your filing status. Take a look at what standard deduction you qualify for. On itemized deductions, you have to keep track of your household expenses, and you also have to beat the standard deduction with those expenses. Another part of tax planning, aside from being informed and saving in taxes, is just being organized. Make sure that you are keeping your tax records for the appropriate amount of time, and that you're keeping your records organized when storing them. Finally, for specific tax planning, you should always meet with a professional. This will allow your tax preparer to evaluate your individual situation and find options to help you maximize your tax savings. Stay informed this tax season with tax tips from the Better Than Yesterday blog.